We were about 9 hours into a 10-hour flight. I was getting really excited because I was thinking, we made it, it's great, I'm making it home.
We just got an in-flight notification that something must have changed in the 10 hours of our flight because Border Patrol is going to come onto our plane and have us fill out a lot of health forms.
They came on the plane and I started recording when they asked everyone to raise their hands who had been in mainland Europe, and they listed all of the countries.
Spain, Sweden.
It was really terrifying, especially just not knowing really what was going on, thinking maybe I would have to sit through another 10-hour flight back to London. And, right after telling us we might have to evacuate and asking people to fill out emergency contact numbers on their form, they said, okay, everybody get off. It took about an hour and a half total just to get through customs and through the extra screening. But it seems like the people who got their forms, they didn't have their temperatures taken. They were just asked if they had been to Europe or if they had symptoms. And if they said, no, I don't have symptoms, they were let through. I don't know if maybe they changed and loosened the protocol once they realized that they were having crowd control issues. But at least in my case, I wasn't even asked to confirm verbally that I hadn't been to Europe or that I hadn't had fever or cough.
None of us knew how many lines it would be. So after the first 2+ hours of being in line, making it to Border Patrol, having fairly standard interview with Border Patrol, we were then sent to another line, which wound up being another 2 hours, to go a second time through Border Patrol before a CDC escort came and took us to the third line, which was the CDC screening line, and give an initial health interview about where we had been and if we had any symptoms. I was then sent to a line to get my temperature taken, do a second health interview, and when I passed that, I was briefed on the quarantine expectations. But really, the most increasingly anxious part of that whole experience is realizing we're all supposed to be practicing social distancing. We're not supposed to be in crowds of, 100 or more. And here's thousands of us shoulder to shoulder for 5 hours at O'Hare from multiple international destinations. That felt like the riskiest part of my journey.